Welcome to Ascension Daily with me, your host, Brooke. We are going into month 6 of this one-page playbook, Ascension Daily, Hit Sweat Sesh, all in one pretty package. It's very fun. It's very interesting. So today is all about the one-page playbook for going into this new month. Okay. I'm going to run through this and then I'm going to share with you the state that I'm in because I'll be able to explain it a lot better once I get through this, okay? Because I'm going to be able to flow much better as long as I follow through with this. Okay, so what is this? This is one-page playbook. This one-page playbook is for October. It is just the beginning of September right now. And so last month's one-page playbook was based on who I was going to be, what I was going to do, how I was going to do things, what that looked like on the external, intrinsic, all realms, okay? And so that's what will be going on the subconscious level through September, because I pre-worked on September to come into September to be able to work on the subconscious level on September, as well as begin to work on the conscious level for October. So then when October comes, I can be working on October on a subconscious level and vice versa. So the continuation of that. Now this is 6 months of me doing that. Now I've done these type of things for about 5 years. So that I'm not new to any of this, that's for sure. It's just 6 months of this beautiful structure that was channeled and said, this is what you're going to do. And so this one-page playbook, again, like I said, is all about October. And it's really interesting to watch the unraveling of this whole project they put me on. Who's they? My cells, okay? There's a lot going on in those cells. Okay, so let's get through this one-page playbook. The theme for this month is about discrimination, discriminating thyself, okay? So this is exciting for me. This whole month is also going to be about food, sugar, and duality. Food, sugar, and duality. And sugar can be anything like salt, alcohol, wine. It's the escape. It's the craving, the hunger, and then the feed with the escape. And a lot of times it can look like any sort of binge behavior, any sort of repressed behavior, any sort of reacting behavior. Things like sugar, salt, alcohol come in and really effectively calm the nervous system, okay? But not in a way that's going to prevent disease, in a way that's going to make things worse and worse and worse, and you're just really not working on the truth behind it. And so those things can be found in food and sugar, and really consciously be comprehending the duality of your food, okay? So if you want to know more about that, then just stick around this whole month, because I will be expressing and explaining and walking through what the way of those things look like for me as a way shower. Okay, so my guides for the month are going to be Green Tara, the sun, the moon, and me, which is very interesting. But for my next level of evolution and where it is that I'm working on the realms right now, these are extremely powerful guides to get me over that cusp that I was talking about last month. So they got called in. I'm so excited. So the intention for this month is about the oneness as pleasure, not pain. It is entangled in the human vehicles, in our fractal lines, that the pain of the oneness. And if we're focusing on being aware of dualities with our food and our behaviors, then we can start to work within the cell itself, because everything like really just is all the same when it comes to energy of like who you are, and how you do one thing is like literally who you are, and how you do everything within your cells. And that is why we're bringing in discriminate thyself, because something within that is why you discriminate towards other people, is to push them away. Okay? And that behavior has to deal with an unconscious belief that was created at a very young age that you have built to protect yourself from. So if we have to protect ourselves from others, then there is absolutely no way to be in the oneness in the highest state. It's more about being in the oneness in pain and suffer and agony and struggle, because you're trying so hard to be in this oneness, and yet you're protected and you don't know how to break out of that protection. And that is where the energy for this month is going to come in, with comprehending what the hell you're going to start to do. And that has to do with the Great Change, which is the Gene Key 55, which is all about the Great Change, reawakening the solar plexus to create the new human, which is like what I call Project 44 in my walk, in my way, okay? Is this type of stuff to shift and change to be part of the Great Change. Okay, so that's what this whole month is going to be about. And so that's Gene Key 55, and then it's about the shadow is victimization, and the gift and the city both are freedom. So where we are seeking validation is going to be the opposite of freedom. But here's then, therefore, you look, check, reality, or duality, duality, okay? Validation and freedom. How are they one of the same? Well, freedom can be found in the crushing and releasing and owning and learning a lesson within the validation. That's where the freedom is found. So your sugar behaviors is where you're going to find the hidden underlying reason why you need to eat sugar. Why, like, it's any sort of a behavior, a coping mechanism behavior. And many people, it's just due to the matrix and the control, sugar is number one, okay? And it might not even be like sugar, like I didn't think that I was like addicted to sugar or used sugar. It's not about that. It's about sugar works to calm the nervous system down. Okay, it works. We're seeking balance. We eat sugar. It works. Okay, we got to get to the nitty gritty of the energies of food for one, so then we can start to comprehend what it is. If we're craving this food, its frequency is this. Are we in need of some experiences in life, or are we in need of some relaxing and chillaxing and not thinking and not doing all the things? And that can be found within the frequency of the food, because in the frequency of the food, it's like our wisdom is craving this, our wisdom is craving this, and then you have the entanglement of the duality and the lies and the suppression and the coping mechanisms. It can keep you in a vicious cycle. So those are the ways you can like start to hack, and it's a portal. It's the portal to find out what the fuck your real problem is. It's not the sugar. I'm telling you. Okay, so for all of this is what this month is going to bring for me. This is like my behaviors. It's going to be practical and present. Flow with very few priorities. Okay. Make health and family high priority by healthy, hearty meals with purity and love, having fun with the duality of food, and not being so restrictive with sugar. It's the rebel. The second I restrict something, the second I'm going to be like sneaking in and telling myself that move over, right? Like my inner child comes up, right? And so that's another representation of somewhere else in life. You know, how are you treating that inner child when it comes up and it is rebellious and it does want sugar? What is your behavior in the moment? Right? You're going to give it to them and then you're going to get it later. Or you're going to just be really compassionate and understand, okay, do I need to soothe myself a little bit more? Do I need to be more mothering to myself? Or do I want to run away and not take care of this and eat the fucking sugar? Okay? Or can I do all? Eat the sugar, be loving, be kind, generous, and balanced? How would that be possible? Okay? But that's what we're doing with everything here. It's all working together. And so, just loving and kind by focusing on the real craving, relaxation or blissful experience. Be present to the chop wood, carry water to-dos directly from the divine. Allow and receive the prayer that praise you. The prayer that praise you. Shape goal, just a little bit of a shift this month, okay? We're always working on the solar plexus. This is about the goddess energy, the goddess shape, by treating my body like a gold temple, especially my stomach, and begin to arch my low back and create more of a serpentine look and abilities. Resonate with vitality and an open heart. Not buff gym rat bitch chick. Okay, now more than ever, use my mind to mold and visualize my crystalline chromosomes and their unlocking, unveiling, and their light they bring to my human form. Use the mind to focus on the lotus flower opening up at my solar plexus and filling full of potent sun energy, digestive power to dissolve all toxins from addiction, especially addictive thinking. Okay, that and part is just really being able to speak, see, month after month after month, critical in the procedure of doing something that's been channeled, but you don't have proof of it. So you just have to continually walk in the way. You have to continually chop wood, carry water. Okay, I'll share that in a minute. Green Tara, the sun, the moon, and me. We will band together to bust past the forgetting that is going to get really strong due to the reptilian brain hanging on for dear life. Like always, it gets smart until it surrenders. And that is our position to work on the city. My daily attunement stories in my ears all the time. This is producing quantum results because they are stories about who I am becoming. And so that is who I am becoming. Ascension Daily, you here, is the support group for the moment. So I will treat it as a ministry to share the way of the Delta and the concepts and results of working within this angelic plane. What? Yes, okay. Working this one-page playbook is going to be unpredictable because it will only be predictable. Because the truth is, I know that anything I do now creates the future. So how I want the future to look only occurs right now. With this guidance from my oversoul and my direct connection to my higher consciousness, becoming one in motion with the Kundalini energy, and focus on the spine and the internal organs, as well as my thoughts. Full of so much spark spark and energy within the glandular systems, within your fat cells, within all these things that, are just being numbed, subdued, forgotten about, especially the pituitary gland and the pineal gland. And that's why we constantly have the Sophia dragons cooling our systems down through those areas, cooling these cells down so we can withstand this light that we continually create space for as we ascend. Creating that space for is exhausting on the physical vehicle. Okay, you get a little higher. Now we need to balance and create grounding. Well, if you are in the spiritual realm, you're going to instantly go to sugar because it's so damn easy to create balance. And then you have a really ill, disease-ridden body, but a great spiritual health. But that is a lie and an illusion, because if your body is not physically healthy, then the truth is you can borrow from your spiritual health to get your shit together here on this plane. Okay? That's what the Delta's done. I'll explain just a little bit more in just a second. Okay? Use and practice the mudras and clear your meridians in the moment. And to clear those meridians in the moment. This is so powerful. This is one thing that I am practicing within the Delta flight that I am currently on. Okay. I am doing this for the whole crew. It will take walking, clearing, and sourcing, keeping my energy to where compassion can be found in any moment towards the victim part of me, towards the one who inflicts wounds, and have hawk-like vision for self-punishment and miserly. Green Tara chants will help me unlock more of my crystalline chromosome, my crystalline form, and let so much light in, I will be flying around with my upgraded set of angel wings I received as I moved into the role that holds the whole plane for a week. Whole flight for the week. Words. Purity. Okay, these are cities. This purity, these words carry vibration, and we're working intensely with this vibration, with the discrimination. We can discriminate through vibration, not through the words somebody says, but through the vibration of the energy behind it. Now, using others as a mirror is super easy for me to catch myself and step into the discrimination. The second oh my God, discriminating other people is just so damn easy and endless. It could just happen and happen all day. But the opportunity to be like, holy shit, that's where I push people away. No wonder why I have no close, deep connections, or why I feel so distant and why I feel so different and so weird. Because I have been discriminating against others to protect myself from being loved. It just blows my mind that that's what is going on in the background. And, that can just look like a simple conversation with somebody, but the vibration that came off was of discrimination towards them. Well, what if you turned that discrimination on you and been like, wow, I'm repressing, I'm reacting, I'm running away, I'm disengaging, I'm creating duality, I'm creating hierarchy, I'm creating separateness to keep myself safe. Because for some reason, in my physical vehicle, in my fractal lines, oneness is equal to pain. And how are we going to rewire before this? All is about rewiring the before, and that's where the beauty of the rewire before comes in. That's my concept that I created, and so the self knowing that is Green Tara is helping me comprehend the self knowing, so that I can discriminate in an amazing way towards myself, because I know that the energy, the purpose, the intention, the love behind what it is that I do is divine. And it's not me. I'm not the one that's putting this protection on myself, but I am. Okay, and that's where the connection to the higher guidance starts to come in. Then grace, harmony, and peace. And those are each on the line of the delta, the positions of the delta that I will be going through. And you will be able to hear through Ascension Daily what it is that is occurring for me in each of those weeks of the delta flight. So the delta flight is working with people from all around the world, far and wide, with intention to reach far and wide. So our auric fields can be like working on this oneness together. And so the things that I unlocked going from position 7 to position 1 is exactly where I am supposed to be learning exactly the next step for me, the assignment, the behavior, like the unraveling, unlocking, unfolding, and walking in the way of, so I can help other people with. And that, knowing that the higher realms, they're just so easy for me to go to. This lower realm, this root chakra, I needed a crew, a flight to help hold me while I held the crew. And that itself is quite astonishing. But as this is my position, position 1 as the root chakra, to move, mutate out, transmutate, transfigure, transcend karmic baggage. And so how am I doing that? I'm doing that with Kundalini yoga, Kundalini behaviors, art, creativity, my voice, anything that's bringing up and out karmic bullshit. I don't even have to know exactly what it looks like. All I need to do is mutate it out of my body with the knowing and the divine source of, like, I have that capability. We actually have that responsibility with these physical vehicles to create the evolution, because anything that comes through us and leaves us is evolved. So, maybe you're eating some bioengineered food and you're just like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm eating bioengineered food. And like, you're eating it and you're upgrading your system, and what's leaving you is evolved. This constant creation, constant evolution. But that's not going to occur at such levels of possibility if you don't believe it too. Now, that's just something that I've been blessed with. That's something that I learned with the Gene Key 55, completely shifted and changed my perception, my judgments, my opinions upon the food and the systems and things like that. I know I can understand and comprehend why they're created, and just like really comprehending the duality. If it can look this way, it can also look this way, because they're one of the same. Bioengineered food, non-bioengineered food. Well, is one good and is one bad? How do you know? How do you know? Your body knows. Your body knows. But if it is entangled with this deep tapestry of being a victim to the food, being a victim to your body, being a victim to your emotional system, being a victim to the very breath you take and the air that you breathe. Again, is the opposite of freedom. Complaining is going to keep you in that state. So stick around for the whole month of October as I walk through the Delta, as we bring this mutation process to the Hit Sweat Sesh. If that is something that interests you, hitsweatsesh.com. All of my workouts are free right now. Just they're available on my website or hit sweatsesh.com, which is part of my website. So yeah. Now I get to go do the demos for next month and really get a feel for what it is that I've channeled here. Because this has not been, I've taken a break. This has been a rearranging, mutating, non-thinking, feeling, experiencing. What is my next step? Is this what I really want to do? Is this truly what brings me happiness? Am I doing this for validation? Am I doing this to not be the victim? Am I doing this to feel worthy? Am I doing this to keep myself safe? So it's been a lot of moving to decide, one, the message I got from level 7, position 7, was, it just blew my mind. Chop wood, carry water. Wow. In the 7th plane, in the highest of highs, I'm supposed to be getting all this beauty. And they say, chop wood, carry water. Do these things every single day. Do these things every single day. Do these things every single day. And what makes you think that you could bypass? Oh my God. Something just left. Whoo! Okay, so I have another training for that I'm gonna do because it's pretty powerful. Peace out. Hopefully see you in the demos, in the workouts, and in the monthly show, in the daily show. Definitely tune into my daily attunements too. You can use them as first person or just listen to what it looks like to begin to create a new story, to tell the story, and how that can transmute and transfigure, like literally through creativity, the alchemization, through the discernment, through the self-knowing, through my voice, through a platform, through a procedure. It's quite astonishing how all of that stuff can just really start to lighten the load of life and heal the deep collective wounds that instead of hating them so bad and being so frustrated that this is my position and blah blah, I get to upgrade those beliefs into this is my position and this is how I get to express it to the world. Okay, that's what's the most important part, is expressing through art, through creativity, your wounds. It's part of the healing process. Does it look like coloring? Does it look like drawing? Does it look like revamping your house? Does it look like your content creation, your blog, your newsletter? What does it look like? Okay? All right. See you later. Bye.